Once inseparable, now worlds apart, Lila and Elena's paths have diverged dramatically, and season 3 of My Brilliant Friend captures this through their evolving wardrobes. Lila's bold, pragmatic style embodies resilience amid life's harsh realities, while Elena's refined, intellectual wardrobe marks her literary rise. These contrasting looks reflects not just personal transformation, but the growing distance between them. Season 3 turns clothing into a storytelling tool, showcasing their struggles and triumphs as they navigate identity and resilience. Join us as we explore how costume design underscores these powerful changes. In Season 3, Lila and Elena's lives diverge sharply, each facing unique challenges. Lila's resilience is evident as she endures harsh factory conditions, while Elena steps into the literary spotlight. Elena's success as a writer brings recognition but also criticism from her conservative roots. Her modest, structured wardrobe, in darker tones, acts as a shield against scrutiny, signaling discomfort and restraint. Elena's clothing embodies her transitional phase, intellectual and refined, but contrasting with the bohemian, vibrant 1970s styles popular in her new social circles. While she has moved beyond the practical fashion of her neighborhood, she hasn't fully embraced the bold creativity of this new world. Elena's dress during Pietro's proposal subtly reflects her conflicting emotions. Her hesitations and fears are mirrored not only in her unsettling visions, but also in the subdued floral prints she wears, emphasizing that she isn't experiencing the blossoming joy typically expected in such a romantic moment. Elena's wardrobe transitions from an academic style to a more sophisticated look, marked by rich, complex tones and high-quality fabrics that reflect her growing confidence and social success. Turtleneck sweaters and a longer, voluminous hairstyle make her appear less rigid and more approachable, signaling her transformation from a diligent student to a self-assured woman preparing for the next chapter of her life. Lila's wardrobe, in contrast, reflects her plunge into poverty and relentless hardship. Her clothes become entirely functional, layered, utilitarian, and suited for factory work, dominated by dark, muted tones that highlight her exhaustion and struggles. The wear and practicality of her outfits contrast sharply with Elena's refined attire, showcasing their divergent paths. Hints of Lila's rebellious spirit remain in her wardrobe, like brighter colors like red and pink appearing in her hidden layers, suggesting her ambition persists despite being subdued. This layering shows how she conforms outwardly to her harsh reality while maintaining her inner strength. After leaving the factory, Lila embraces brighter colors more openly. Her health improves, and her wardrobe reflects this with more frequent, vibrant pieces. When she returns to the neighborhood wearing red, this time as an outer garment, she is reclaiming her power and identity tied to her roots. In the mid-season, Elena navigates the early stages of marriage, adapting to new roles and expectations. Her modest wedding dress, simple yet meaningful, underscores her entrance into a different social class, contrasting with the more lavish gowns of Lila and Pinuccia. After moving to Florence, known for its bourgeois elegance, Elena's wardrobe reflects her refined environment. These are different contexts as we try to reflect this diversity. Today, there is more uniformity. Just think of multinational chains. Zara is the same everywhere in the world. Back then, the way people dressed in Milan and Florence was different. Shops offered different products, and each city had its trendy store. Florence was famous for its leather, which I used a lot. Naples, on the other hand, was more stuck in its neighborhood life, explains the costume designer Antonella Canarozzi. During Elena's pregnancy, floral prints, a familiar element of maternity from the previous season, reappear in her wardrobe. Color plays an important role during this period. Elena's transition from bride to mother is marked by a gradual shift from white to blue in her nightgowns. Blue, long associated with the Virgin Mary, evokes themes of motherhood, devotion, and loyalty. Blue plays a subtle yet powerful role as Elena grapples with loyalty and temptation. when she contemplates stepping outside her marriage and accepts an invitation from Mario, an engineer, she wears a vibrant yellow dress, a color hinting at disloyalty in this context. However, upon arriving, she is changed into a soft blue blouse, reaffirming her commitment to her family. Her striped neckerchief, a blend of white, blue and yellow, and Mario's yellow pillow visually echoes this conflict, creating a battle of colors. But ultimately, blue prevails as she walks away. Elena's writing struggles are also mirrored in her wardrobe, with dark tones reflecting uncertainty and lighter hues appearing briefly when inspiration strikes. Neutral shades like beige and grey accompany her unpublished work, capturing her feelings of unfulfillment. In the later episodes, Elena's wardrobe embraces 1970s fashion, shifting to a more casual, trendy look that reflects the cultural changes of the era. Her choice of trousers and bright colors underscores the influence of the women's emancipation movement and her growing alignment with these ideals. Elena's clothing also reveals the different roles she juggles as a writer, wife and mother. When visiting her old neighborhood, she wears an elegant peach blouse, reinforcing her intellectual identity and aspirations of an upper-class life. Elena's interaction with her sister Elisa, now romantically involved with Marcello Solara, highlights their contrasting paths. Elisa's bright floral dress reflects her excitement and newfound love, while Elena's subdued, sophisticated outfit projects the maturity of an elder sister, who is the only family member openly disapproving of the relationship with the local mafioso. Even in moments of stress, such as her visit to Lila's workspace, as comparison with her friend has always been painful, Elena's style remains refined. Her choice of a geometric patterned shirt in muted tones, previously seen in another emotionally charged scene with Pasquale and Nadia, reflects her effort to maintain composure under pressure. Lila's wardrobe mirrors her evolution from factory worker to respected tech professional. Her minimalist style grows more structured and professional, highlighting her newfound authority and confidence. Clean lines and functional cuts signify her shift from physical labor to intellectual influence, showcasing her independence and capability. In the final episodes, Nino's return deeply impacts Elena, revitalizing her passion and ambition in her writing while straining her marriage. His encouragement marks a turning point in her creative journey. Previously, her neutral tone wardrobe reflected periods of struggle and lack of recognition. Now, brighter colors in her attire signal growing confidence and newfound optimism. Elena's wardrobe reflects her duality most distinctly. Classic neutral tones continue to convey a conservative image aligned with societal norms, showing her desire for stability and acceptance. In contrast, her increasingly vivid 1970s bohemian style, often featuring stripes, hints at her craving for spontaneity and self-expression. Stripes highlight her internal conflict between upholding her conventional role and pursuing personal freedom, a tension heightened by Nino's presence. This duality is evident when Elena chooses an outfit to meet Nino and his wife. Despite considering striped options, she opts for solid, safe colors, a choice repeated during her next meeting with Eleonora, signifying a restrained facade. Elena's affair with Nino underscores this internal split. After their first night, she appears before Pietro wearing blue, a color associated with her role as a devoted wife, projecting stability amidst inner chaos. During her confession, Elena's shad-like t-shirt with a sailboat image hints at themes of freedom, escape, and vulnerability, aligning with her less mature stance. Despite admitting some truth, she lies about not sleeping with Nino and deflects blame onto Pietro, avoiding full responsibility. After her breakup with Nino, Elena faces an uncertain future. Her solid colored top, with a ribbed texture that mimics stripes, subtly reflects her unresolved emotional tension masked behind a composed exterior as she waits for Nino's decision. When she chooses to leave Pietro for a life with Nino, her dress combining stripes, floral patterns, pink hues and muted tones embodies her emotional complexity, with somber hues signaling the weight of her choice. In the final scene, Elena's colorful striped dress beneath her brown outerwear suggests her resolve to break free from past constraints. Yet, its contrast with Nino's black jumper leaves a question. Does he share her vision for their future? That remains to be seen in the next season. Lila and Elena's wardrobes in Season 3 capture their evolving identities and resilience. Lila's minimalist, functional clothing emphasizes her pragmatic independence and strength as she transitions from factory work to a respected tech professional, detached from romantic ties. In contrast, Elena's wardrobe shifts from conservative, intellectual styles to bold 1970s-inspired outfits, reflecting her struggle between societal expectations and personal freedom, a tension heightened by Nino's return. Through careful costume design, the series illustrates their struggles and growth, using fabric, color, and pattern to reveal their journey toward identity and fulfillment amid complex challenges.